Another character is Fiona. Her birthplace is an unknown European country, nationality unknown European nationality. Her birth date is for February 11th, age 18, status live, blood type 0, and personality neutral. And her relationship with Honoka alongside with Ntengu helped Fiona do this financial touches of dancing party, also supplies some advice to Fiona about dance method and applied in a more Western manner due to being experienced with the bow dance, yet only having a second-hand knowledge from the school about the folk dance. In addition, Honoka not only helped cheer Fiona on regards to rock climbing and building her strength for the festival, but also helped Fiona out by doing the demonstration on how to rock climb. Mirrors alongside with Hana helped Fiona set up the dancing party. Despite Fiona technically being older than Mira Rose, she referred to her as Mira-san, which implies to being Maria expressed announced being compared to a child. In addition, Maria Rose was jealous, also implies to feel jealous towards Fiona, and intentionally due to the attention Hana gave to the latter. Later, Fiona also indicated that Maria Rose taught Fiona how to do waiters during the former birthday party. Fiona and Mirrose also had a hard work together to find means to disrupt the massive unexpected surplus of the vacation chocolate while also wearing a Cupid-inspired outfit due to a dream of the owner had. Ultimately deciding to settle on a chocolate-themed party, Mirrose also acted a bit as a mentor during Fiona regarding the party before Kanna came in. Nintendo alongside Honoka helped Fiona do the final touches dancing party with showing her Tengu dance technique. Honoka alongside with Kokoro helped Fiona set up the dancing party. Also, she provided some advice to her about how to dance. Fiona appreciated the advice for the most part, even not quite satisfied. In addition, when learning the nature of Tomi's training, regarding from Hinoka and Luna regarding building her strength, specifically that she fights better. She not only shocked to learn this, but also briefly become despondent, thinking she never reached her level or indeed even trained her strength for the Venus Festival. He told me, and alongside Michi also gave Fiona some pointers regarding cooking on her birthday. She met Ayane near the pool, requested the latter advise her how to manage her beauty for the Venus Festival, Evie calling her master. Much as Ayane announced, she was also familiar with Ayane during the dancing party of love, but never got the chance to interact with her. Ayane, not being the social type when undergoing training, made her swear not to address her as the Sama, although Fiona had difficult trying to keep to an end of the bargain. Fiona also worked alongside Ayane to test out a new type of body soap, although Ayane implied to be slightly annoyed by her presence, comparing her to Luna at one point, with Fiona admitting that she had watched Ayane sleeping to observe the soap effect. Not helping matters, Ayane was reconvincing with Kasumi later after Lara similar worked along with Luna to test out the body soap, although referred to difficult times with Fiona. Kokoro alongside with Hitomi helped Fiona set up the dancing party as well as offering advice about her dance technique. In addition, also alongside with Ayane to Fiona regarding the beauty supplies, implied she largely sympathized with her escape and the castle to get to the island due to having polling similar on her own mother. Kokoro also taught Fiona some Japanese dances during the latter birthday. Although Fiona and Mimichi haven't yet interacted on screen, it implied that during the date with Owner as well as her birthday party with her honor that she was taught cooking lessons from Mimichi. Helena, alongside Mirabel's, helped Fiona set up the dance party. Helena was also somewhat amused by were two princesses, referring to Fiona and Mirabel befriending each other. They also worked together for the premiere event with Fiona requesting that Helena sing a duet with her upon learning when she was a former opera star. She did also, however, end up briefly taken aback by Fiona's suggestion that they do a duet, and even privately remarked that she was a bit troubled princess. Although she was nonetheless somewhat amused by her boldness, Helena also apparently gave Fiona some more singing lessons on her birthday, which implied to be returned payment for Fiona's own involvement for helping set up her own party earlier. Misaki helped Fiona to do finishing touches for the love dance party. She also had rather awkward conversation with Misaki. She got along well with Luna, with the latter also aided her alongside during the strength training season. In fact, she also alongside with Honogo wearing outfit especially to cheer on regarding to her training. Her support with her Luna in particular to the primary to Fiona giving a second try on the rock climbing, her to some advice on how to pursue the challenges and not let the overwhelm of her Fiona turned to return the favor later by helping Luna pool hopping, helping to supplying her with appetizing outfits to allow Luna to maintain balance on top of the platform using primary experience with Tamaki. Although Fiona and Tamaki have only interacted in the spring appetizing selection, it is implied that Fiona was at least aware of Tamaki's more infamous reputation, as expressed shock that Tamaki was in her room. We read this one. Misaki became acquainted with Misaki, later had to rock climbing as part of her intention to the Venus Vacation Isle. She acted as her support member and encouraged her to climb like Hitomi and climb like Kanoka and Luna did for her beforehand. She also speculated that despite Nagisa's denial, even she has some romantic feelings for her owner, even thinking Misaki's insult walking out towards the owners with a cute pet name due to her fondness of her pet dog John. Kanna's Venus, along with her friend Maria Rose, met Kanna during the pajama party event, with Kanna also talking to the girls in the wearing somewhat revealing lingerie. She took a slight issue to Fiona calling it cute, as she wanted to appear sexy. She also had some ice-breaking chats with Kanna alongside Maria Rose, and admitting Fiona was bold for going to the island on her own and active due to her love for the owner. Fiona and Kanna worked later together on the school-related event, with Fiona helping Kanna out regarding the academic aspect of the education, while in turn Fiona helped out with the physical education, with both being implied to have never had a formal public insisted that Fiona referred to her as Kanna Senior. The two meeting during the pajama party and quickly got along well with each other, and Monica gave Fiona advice to open up to herself and more regarding to Fiona's and relayed as a message for the owner Monica regarding the meeting with her night for a few drinks. As indicated above, she is deeply in love with owner, with her being the main reason why she went to the island, and having fallen in love with him at first sight, assumed respect for the owner and can be seen referring to him as Samo in front of him. At the point when dancing with owner, she almost gives him a kiss until frustrating from the action. And let's go on to this is Fiona. Let's get on to Kanna. And the next one is Misaki. So we're almost getting close to being finished. The last one will be Kanna, and I'll be doing Sayuri separately. So Misaki, her full name, also known as Mysterious Venus, place birth Japan unlisted, nationality Japan unlisted, date of birth May 5th, age 20, alive. And most of them are unlisted, which is weird. Like the general information, it says all of them are unlisted, and her blood type A, and intentionally listed as like 2 question marks, which is weird. And Honoka, she met Honoka when the latter, alongside Luna, was acting as Mikoto's priestess as the second New Year festival on the island. However, she seemed to at least be familiar with beforehand via Misaki, Nagisa's sister. When meeting Honoka, she personally thanked the latter for being kind to her sister, although Honoka rejected thanks out of modesty. Honoka then explained that they were out hand of fortune, and she herself had a little experience with the concept as Mikoto shrines and non-existent in the shopping district, where Luna doesn't even know about it. And although Misaki had a misgiving due to thinking that the owner's place theme and Makoto themed swimwear for a perverted reason, she nonetheless agreed to help Honoka, suggesting they work hard together. For Nitengu, the purpose of the mock battle, Nisaki teamed up with Nitengu, although she did briefly wonder where she went off after winning. The two later fought Kasumi, Ayane, and Honoka for the same reason and lost. Misaki, alongside Tamaki, helped create some onishi, Japanese New Year's food, as Hitomi requested. During this time, Hitomi and Misaki made some small talks, with Hitomi also split. It had been owner's idea to use the New Year's event as an act of welcome party for Misaki to the later party. Also, Nagisa was slightly amused by Hitomi and Tamaki's argument. Although Ayane and Misaki and have yet to directly interact face to face, Ayane is at least familiar with her and her relationship with her sister, which she implied her main motivator for inviting Kasumi into the Helming and her sister queering rival festival Misaki alongside Kokoro and Nintendo fought Kasumi, Ayane, and Hitomi for and Hinoka. I would say Hinoka for a purpose of the mock battle, the lost. Kokoro for the purpose of the mock battle, Misaki teamed up with Kokoro and are ultimately winning. Misaki met Michi when the former reluctantly accepted a job as Mikoto's shrine priestess for her new festival after making a small talk regarding Mimichi, more revealing Mikoto outfit. Misaki was also directed by Mimichi. Two other girls were wearing Mikoto's shrine outfits, referring to Honoka and Luna, and she returned upon handing over several fortunes to the people on the island. She then proceeded to pull the tag Misaki's fortune. Helena and Saki Helena briefly worked together for the nature-based Together festival, with Nagisa particularly having some high regards for her. They had a heart-to-heart talk about how they at least put some more adult swimsuit wear if they were not particularly fond of it. Helena was assuring to her that whether owner's son is perverted or not, he ultimately means well. Also briefly competed against Helena for the purpose of mock battle and ultimately winning. Kasumi Nasaki alongside with Kokoro and Nintendo fought Kasumi, Ayane, and Hanuka for a purpose of the mock battle and lost. Misaki, owning to her as being Misaki's older sister, she's shown care significantly for Misaki's well-being, a bit very overprotective manner, with the latter being implied to be the root of her inherent hostility towards Onna. She also complimented Misaki's kimono, much as later shyness also later came back to haunt her when Misaki used to compliment suggest that Nagasaki tries on the owner's outfit for her. Misaki also assures that she was fine in the outfit when Misaki assumed that the owner was trying to do lewd photographs of Misaki in kimono and also compliment on her outfit. Misaki wearing being cool, especially the latter professional as stage actress, her closeness to her sister, such that she was quick to point out that Misaki's complimenting her otherwise revealing outfit is completely different from owner hat and swords. She met Honoka and later alongside with Luna acting as the Mikoto priestess for the second New Year festival on the Venus Island, although Misaki had a misgiving due to thinking that owners placed them in the Mikoto-themed swimwear for a perverted reason. Fernandez agreed to help Honoka and Luna, suggesting that they work together. She and Tamaki met when Nagisa relentlessly accepted the owner's request to helm a festival. Tamaki was apparently familiar with Misaki prior to meeting her, presumably being told she was about her by Misaki, and takes instant liking to her, although Misaki left awkward at the attention Tamaki gave her. She also worked with her at the Hitomi's request to prepare Oshiji, also expressing slight amusement at the regarding later. However, she also had the slightest intense rivalry with Tamaki due to this different philosophy and how to act as a big sister. Misaki, primary to the meaning Miss Nisagi, was the reason why Tamaki was identified as Misaki by as Big Sis-sama. In the Japanese version, as compromise between calling her big sister Tamaki preferred nickname and her standard name due to the Misaki having a older sister, and also briefly complete along with Tamaki for a purpose of the mock battle and ultimately winning. Li Feng for the purpose of the mock battle completely against Luna, Li Feng, and ultimately won. Fiona, she became acquainted with Fiona, and she had a rock back climbing part intentional. Oh yeah, we read that one already. Kanna, Nisaki met Kanna by accident when she walked in on his bedroom with Kanna in a very suggestive pose, and believing to her being child due to her size and completely unaware of Kanna. In fact, millennial. In fact, Gold only expressed outrage and snapped at owner Kanna because also intently assumed that Nisaki was envious of her acting if she was jealous of her sexy nature until Nisaki and her Misaki straight. Misaki also befriended Kanna. As a result, although she made owner swear to not even dare to try to seduce any children in her sight, even though they're actually over a millennium old. Owner, unlike most other girls on the Venus vacation, either like Owner or at least tolerate him. Misaki is also shown to have other dislike for him. The worst part implies to the result of her brief Owner she had taken advantage of her younger sister Misaki due to the later referring to him as Owner. Similar, assumed she was trying to take pictures of Misaki and Komodo for lewd purposes, apparently being unaware of being annual New Year's greeting for, and proceed to threaten the owner before being talked out if by Misaki. Even when she does do nice things for the owner, tries to compliment him, she even quick makes it clear that her views on him haven't changed much, although many times she refers to him as either dirty dog or Iruwaki in Japanese version, otherwise as hentai owner. Despite her distaste for and distrust for towards him, she once takes back and apparently took responsibility for walking in on her while bathing. Left unsure what to do next, she was fully ready to beforehand to dish out punishment for eventually simply having him do whatever she wanted for the whole day as path of redemption. Likewise, she also had hidden for the owner, suggesting that she had do rock climbing to lose some pounds, and she acclaimed it during the New Year's festival. She also regularly attempted to PV photo shoot and particularly revealing outfit after Misaki talked her into it. Although before undergoing it, she demanded to know how the owner knew her figure had to be perfect size of her, despite Professor Hayden for Professor hated for a owner. It's implied that she even has a growing soft spot for him, although she wasn't willing to admit it even herself. Also, they apologized for owner for her being cold treatment and was implied to have at least respect for him in a certain extent. And the last one is for Kanna. Kanna is from birthplace Japan, and she's Japanese, and age is 1014 years old. And she's alive, and she's neutral. New Tengu. Kanna's relationship with Nitengu is complicated to say the very least. Nitengu herself merely views Kanna as a childhood friend of hers, but Kanna has hostility towards Nitengu, viewing her as an arch enemy at worst. Eventually, Mumichi, after beating the two at a match, made them swear to get along at the point where Kanna, especially with their ultimately agreeing, although it was implied that they are still competitive, strike against each other, even technically being friends. They are later interacted during the summer festival, where they wore a similar outfit that had been delivered to anonymously. Kanna accused her of delivering the outfits, though Nitengu denied it. They then competed with some of the games at the festival. Luigi was taken by the owner to give Kanna a tour of the island to welcome her to the premise officially because she was expected at the island, though it was implied the owner chose her specifically because she was capable of quelling her if going out of hand during the journey. Though the island, however, Muji hits a setback when Kanna encountered Nitengu and was forced to meditate their feuds, ultimately doing after being to via law, the loser gaining a wish by the runner. During Halloween, Kanna also went to Mumichi's home trying to find out the owner, although she learned that Mumichi had to hide the owner. She then made her dress up as a witch to go off trick-or-treating. Misaki met Kanna when meeting with Misaki shortly after. Later met Kanna, like Nagisa. She was intentionally unaware of Kanna's true status as an Oni, as accidentally discovered by patting her head and touching her horns. And I think we know that. And she thought it was cool befriending her, waiting in our boredom start the Venus Festival activity. She also wondered if she would be playing with Misaki. Misaki met Kanna by accident. Oh yes, I read that one. And Kanna and Honoka met each other while later Aunt Luna was preparing for Easter-related event. Honoka was shocked and entitled upon learning Kanna's status as Oni, but she welcomed her as a friend all the same way. She was fairly wary of Kanna's reputation as an Oni, and also was internally shocked as the joking claim. Yes. Okay, I read that one. While waiting for Borden to start Venus Festival activity, she also wondered if she would be playing with Honoka. Luna, let me see if... Oh yes, we read that one right. It's basically the same thing, so I'll be skipping over it. You guys can read it if you want, because they're all the same thing. Although Luna is largely forgave her due to this accidental nature of event. Tamaki Kanna met Tamaki Li Fang after smelling the results of the lotion for then recent spot test. Tamaki, mostly due to pitting Kanna missing out on the squeeze her at the last minute. I think I read that one. Yes, I read this one. Yes, I read this one too. Let me see if I read the other ones because they're basically the same thing. They're like copy pasted from the same thing. Oh yes, I don't think I read this one. Li Feng offered to supply her with Chinese style massages. However, Li Feng attempts at applying aesthetic didn't go over too well since Kanna's being an Oni had sensitive skin. Okay, I read this one too, though Kanna was recollected. Yeah, I read this one too. Kanna met, let me see if I read this one as well. Okay. Kanna and Fiona later worked together at the school-related event, and Kanna helping Fiona out regarding the physical education, while Fiona helped Kanna out with the academic aspect of the education, with being implied to have never actually had a formal public education before. Then, however, Kanna insisted that Fiona refer to her as Kanna as a senior. Mirror while waiting for the boredom to start via vacation activity. She also wondered if she would be playing with Mirror. Kanna met Mirror during another pajama party event, with Kanna also talking to the girls into wearing some unveiled lingerie. Mirror was shocked at Kanna's choice of outfit and became irritated when she learned of Tamaki's role in her wardrobe choice. She also had some icebreaker chats with both Mirror and Fiona, with her briefly being surprised at Mirror and come to mostly due to being held as servant, although after Mirror admitted that she had another reason for going. Kanna speculated in teasing Mad that she wanted to play with everyone, and with Mirror protesting against the claim. Oh wow. This is without without Owner-san. Huh, that's kinda weird. Usually they will have a long list of what their opinions are with the owner, but she doesn't really have any opinions on him. Unless they're gonna update soon, which I'm probably gonna do it over again. Because I don't think, yeah, she doesn't have anything for owner. Yep, she doesn't really have anything. So this one is really short for her. So let's get on. Wait, no, let's not get on to it because this part was way too long. So I just do hope you guys enjoy me reviewing all these characters, and I'll be doing Sayuri next time. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, like, comment, subscribe on videos like these, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye, little roses.